Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 15 of the WTFL Australia special event race. So tonight's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be realistic reverse grid performance, so should be interesting. Obviously, the championship table has been used. The drivers have been moved into different cars, turned up on the head, and you'll have drivers going from last to first, etc. So it should be a fun night tonight. So here we have the calendar then. So as I said, we are at Australia. Last week we were at Miami, and next week we will be at Imola. So we are getting towards the end of the season. The F1 the F1 25 game will be coming out shortly. Yeah, F1 25 game will be coming out shortly. So yeah, we're starting to wind down now. These are the points for today then. Positions are first. If you come in first, you get 25 points, running all the way down to 0 points for 20th place. Pit and quits, then 5 World Championship point deduction for them. That comes off the constructors as well. Same with the clean race. There is a 3 point clean race bonus, so if you get no warnings, not involved with anything, you get 3 extra points as long as you can prove it at the end, and that as well goes on the constructors as well. So then this was your podium for last week's round 15 at Miami. Jenkins, with an impressive comeback, came to take first. Great dominant weekend for him. Ebby came in second, obviously coming off the back of the week before where he unfortunately lost that win. Lost his head a little bit, however managed to claim second this year, and his teammate Nerfpack, or By Dave, came third. Wrong. There we go. So there is the league table then. Mr. Excel still remains in first place with 299 points. 20 points behind him then is Jenkins. Obviously that impressive win last week managed to get him back into the mix, allowed him to jump Ebby, and Ebby is in third, 3 points behind him, 276. We do have a couple of new drivers, Full Send Dave and Logan, who have entered in late. So we do wish them good luck today. So Aston Martin are currently the top of the constructors then with 537 points. Mercedes have managed to get some points back due to a good result last week by the Mercedes pair of Ebby and By Dave with 535 points, so 2 points behind. So as we're coming into the last part of the championship, this could be an impressive rundown, not only in the drivers but also the constructors. So we'll go through the news again. F125 is coming out, like I said. There are 2 editions, the standard and iconic edition. Prices start from $49.99, or as I found, I believe that is from Steam. So obviously standard edition, that will come out on the regular release date of so that will be May the 29th, I think May the 30th. And then the iconic edition will be 3 days earlier, as you can see there on the left hand side, 3 days early access. If you buy the iconic edition, that's probably going to be another 20 quid on top of the price of the standard edition. So it's up to you if you want it. You know, you can go buy it if you wish. There's some of the stuff that you can get with the iconic edition which you can't get on the standard. However, don't just go out and spend your money on it. If you want to save some money and you want to try your luck, WTFL are running a raffle at the moment for a chance to win the F125 game. All you have to do is, if you're not in the Discord already, you just need to join the Discord. You can ask to become a community member, or if you're already in the league, you can just go into the announcements channel and get some tickets off of Iceman, who is in Platinum. What will be happening now then is our race director, Welsh Benjamin, will be sorting the drivers into their correct orders. The drivers are getting into their cars, so I will be in their cars, so we're just maybe waiting on 1 or 2 more people, so hopefully we will be good to go soon. If there are any of the drivers on the grid currently in the stream, which by the looks of it, no one, just me then again. Hopefully some more people will turn up. Yeah, just don't ready up until the race director has done so. So hopefully it won't be too long now. The drivers the drivers will be getting, we have a couple of lates, so yeah, it won't be long now. What I'll do then is I'll just give you some more music to listen to, and then once we're ready and we're in the loading screen, I will bring us back. Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to go live. Oh, I've got some feedback. We do not like feedback. So the drivers are getting into their car now. Hopefully, we should get going. Looks like it is going to be a very good race today. Hopefully we'll get maybe some rain. I don't know. Could be a good little a good little taster for the guys. You know, just saying. So the drivers will be getting into their cars now. They'll be putting on their setups. So it does look like it is clear at the moment. So all good so far. Might be some changes in the race. Just something for drivers to be aware of. I think it's one, two, three, four. I think it's about turn four, exit turn four, maybe turn five. If you go over, if it's still there, there is a glitch that can give you some warnings. So you need to be careful because you can get an instant penalty for going over it. So just be careful at that stage. Shall we see if the others have got underway yet? Let's see. No, nothing going on with them at the moment. Now they're still in the still waiting to go too. So we'll just stay away from them for the moment. It does take a little bit of time, guys, just to get going. So you just have to bear with. Once the race director is happy, he will ready up and get us on our way. Oh, we've had a change of graphics, so someone might have done something there. Could just be waiting to get going. Got my drink at the ready. Like I said, this is reserved reverse championship grid, so there will be no qualifying tonight. So the drivers will be just going straight into it. There will be a formation lap that the drivers will carry out first. So come on. Taking a bit too long, I think. I don't think drivers need this much time to get their setups going, personally. Hopefully we haven't glitched out, because that would be a bit of a problem. There we go. So the drivers are about to set off on their formation lap. Not getting much in the desktop audio, so I will just check that. There we go. Hopefully you should have some sound now. So what we can do is, while we are waiting, let's have a look to see what tyres are. So a mixture of tyres there, so we have quite a few on hards and mediums. So looking good. Some of the faster drivers at the back in the slower cars. Mr. Excel, your championship leader in Williams. Ruth Jenkins in a Haas and Ebby in an Alpine. So yeah, looking too bad there. So drivers doing a little bit of a strategy change there. So you know, their experiences will tell them different. So let's go back. Don't want a bit of telemetry. Want the full track map. And yeah, should do. Righty then. So we have two drivers then, Logan and Brian pulled away. I think just going back to Razor, just staying a little bit back, warming up his tyres as his privilege. We do have Iceman. This will be apparently his last season, and he's going back to racing on another series. So yeah, good opportunity for him being at the front to try and maybe pull away using his new simulator. So they are all forming up now, so hopefully we will be able to get a good view off the start. So there we are, there's possible pit stops, lap 13 to 16 for the medium runners, I think that said. Doesn't hang around long, but there we go. So here we are, the drivers are now pulling in. Rubbish, come on. Don't want to look at the back. Right, there we go. All the drivers are underway. There we go, finally. So the driver's now heading down towards turn 1. Logan in the front takes it nice and clean. So far, looks like everyone's managed to get through nice and clean. No major incidents. We do have an Alpine of Ebby who is round, but looks like he's got going again. Looks like no damage to his front wing there. All good so far. Going into this section there, what I was telling you about earlier, that it could be quite dangerous if people do get caught up. So yeah, it looks like everyone is underway relatively unscathed. 10 and Ebby swapping positions at the back there. I wonder if 10 just managed to get a little bit out of shape. Does look like he's gone off there. He just seems to have some grass graphic on the screen. But these two drivers are fast enough that they should be able to catch up. Welsh Benjamin then, look as we go through this very fast section here, thinking where's best to make an overtake. And he round the outside, I think he's picked as he uses his ERS. Is he going to do 2 overtakes in one here? Round the outside, just getting pushed wide a little bit by Housey, and he didn't break any rules there, I don't think, so all good at the moment. Ralphie and Jenkins looking having a... Ooh, who's that? Is that Welsh Benjamin, unfortunately. Going round Logan's completed his first lap with a 126.0. So that is the fastest time to be at present. Let's go further up. Oh, Curly is becoming a little bit of a rolling roadblock at the moment. He does have a 2 second gap to the car ahead of him, so this will be a little bit bad for the guys up front. We do have 2 cars around, Welsh Benjamin and Mr. XL at the back there, so there's a bit of a gap. 6 seconds, Mr. XL to Ebby around as well. What the heck is going on? It seems to be some cars having quite a bit of trouble with these realistic cars. I wonder if that is having something to do with it. Who do we have now? Curly is being overtaken by Housey. Housey's managed to get through some. Housey's now got a bit of a journey up ahead of him to get that 2.5 second gap to Rusty. Razor and Bry having a bit of a swap round. Then Logan is still in the league. Razor, very good driver. So I do think that he does have the pace to potentially take this lead. However, under DRS, that McLaren, look at it go. This year's fastest car, probably towards the end of last year, was the fastest car as well. So this is probably one of the better cars to be in on this game at the minute. So we have Nerf Pack, his actual name today, is in 8th. So yeah, that's good for him. So by Dave, he also goes by sometimes when it wants to. Rusty and Housey having a overtake done there. Let's go further down to see what 10 and Man's Not Bob are doing. Not too much. Welsh Benjamin and Mr. XL both in the pits, probably changing respective wings. Rusty is being overtaken by everyone at the moment, I think. Ralphie and Jenkins both doing an overtake, looking quite good at the front here. Any overtakes? Oh, lovely cam from the helicopter there. There's a couple of drivers there. Mercedes goes wide. Ferrari of Curly clipping the nose of Jenkins there, just reminding him that he is there and it won't be an easy overtake for him. 10 then round the outside of Rusty. Rusty losing quite a few positions there by the looks of it. Iceman in the pits. What's going on here? Why is Iceman in the pits? Does he have an issue with his car? Yeah, front wing end plate there. Looks like it has gone. Oh, we have also have Rusty in for a front end end plate there. Pretty battered. So yeah, some pit stops early on. We do have Ralphie and Man's Not Bob challenging for position here. Oh, a bit wide there, but I think he managed to keep it within the lines, and Rusty giving that position back there. Very respectful. Not Rusty, sorry, Ralphie in the Haas. Looking quite good up ahead as Curly is being overtaken by Jenkins. Jenkins has managed to get that job done there. Is there going to be an overtake by Ralphie? Ralphie is on the outside, but will he be able to keep this within the lines? He does. Overtake complete, so that is Ralphie now after Curly. CDR Nerf Pack then, or by Dave, is on the back of Housey. Housey, I think, has just pulled an overtake on him recently. So, lots of braking there by Nerf Pack. So, yeah, looking good so far. Up ahead, we have Razor and Logan. Razor looking probably to make an overtake quite soon. Jay Hart in the Aston Martin. Sure, he's Aston Martin anyway, so I think he may have just got lucky to keep his own car there. But yeah, looking good so far. Didn't go over lines, keeps it nice and clean. Oh, nearly lost it there, but managed to correct the car just in time. Oh, looks like he's struggling just to keep that rear grip in place, but he's doing super well at the moment. Welsh Benjamin with 120.4. Good lap time for him there in the Aston Martin on some fresh set of boots. Look at that, excellent. Opens up the DRS, probably take position now. He will. That is P1 for Razor. Razor has managed now to pull this overtake off and allowed him some clean air. However, Logan will have the advantage of DRS. Is he close enough coming out of this corner? Don't think so. You could just see the sliding from the back of Razor's car there, so it might have just allowed Logan just enough that he might be able to get him before the end. No, it's just going to stay behind, maybe use the DRS into this next zone here. J Hart is catching up the back of these two. So, yeah, let's go up around the outside, keeping it nice and respectful, these two drivers. We'll have the inside for the next corner, and Logan, again, now takes the lead of the race from Razor. Razor just going out wide there. Wasn't pushed out, because I think Logan did leave quite a lot of space there. Quite a large gap. Rusty, 120.3 with the fastest lap. Looks like By Dave or Nerf Pack is unfortunately losing ground to the cars ahead, probably struggling in that RB under realistic performance. Curly being overtaken by Man's Not Bob, but Curly is still there on the back of him, thinking maybe he'd take a dive down the inside, but doesn't. Clean, respectful overtaking there, but unfortunately I think Man's Not Bob has managed to get that done. We have Housie trying to send one down the inside of Nerf Pack, but doesn't. Remember, any drivers in the same car, they're not in the same team, they are just in different cars. So looking good at the moment. Not a lot of overtakes going on at the moment. A bit of a DRS train in that section there. We have J Hart, who's managed to get past, or Razor and J Hart managed to get past Logan. So J Hart in the Aston Martin will look to get Razor at some point. Of the two drivers, J Hart is the better driver, I would say. And I think, to be honest with you, I think J Hart has got the faster car as well. So I think J Hart has managed to look out a bit there. You could just see the difference in DRS there as J Hart plows through to take P1. Yeah, so yeah, and gets the double dose DRS. But just look at Razor. Razor, even without DRS, he's managing to stay in pace, but he has used quite a lot of his ERS just to try and stay on the back of J Hart. Now, obviously aware that there is probably a bit of a pace difference between these two, hoping to stay within DRS. Just look how much extra speed Razor has got on J Hart now. J Hart really just slow coming around in corners. I don't think Razor could really do anything about that. It's a bit of bumping, but you know what? It was racing in my view. Razor was just a bit much faster. 3-second time finish for Man's Not Bob. J Hart, having one sent to him by Logan, but I think late breaking, J Hart just managing to stay out of Logan's path there and retaining his position. Rusty with a 119.5. Rusty in the other Aston Martin doing all right. Let's go down. Jenkins is in with second. Anything going on back here? Iceman. Oh, Iceman's dropped. Oh yeah, he did have to do a pit earlier on. He's on the medium tyre. Down in 14th position then. So yeah, this is a whole of a race. Just look at the mini-map in the bottom right-hand corner there. There is a considerable spread of drivers. Logan being overtaken by Bry, it seems. Yeah, I think Logan not using that Ferrari to its full potential. Unfortunate for him there. This is his third race, so he might just be settling in. It's a different league, so you know, just trying to get a grip, understand what each driver does. But with DRS, you could just see he's fast, but that McLaren has got a better engine in it. Is much better in straight line speed. So there is that advantage there for Bry. Razor, And J Hart, ooh, J Hart is thinking, oh, I just have a look, but he doesn't. Doing all right. Jenkins being overtaken round the outside by Man's Not Bob. Man's Not Bob's got the inside line now, so very well done by him. That very respectful driving by the pair of them. Man's Not Bob with a 3-second time penalty. Bryant and Logan having a little bit of a swap round then in this DRS section. Oh, not a DRS section. It is. This is a DRS section, but I'm just wondering if he thought that there might have been DRS detection there, or if Logan just absolutely pummeled. Lovely corner in there. I don't think that was a warning, but yeah, very good there. Logan with only barely any ERS. Ooh, taking these corners hard, Bry. You need to be careful. I don't know if you can get floor damage on multiplayer, but I don't know if you can. You need to be careful, mate. Jenkins and Man's Not Bob then, so this is a bit of a three-way battle up ahead. Housie in that Williams, quite slow on the back of an RB. Not able to gain anything. This is a little bit slow. You ask me. Ebby back in the pits. No change there, just going on to the hard side. So I think he's just planning on doing the 19 laps to the end on them hards. Probably thinking there's not going to be a safety car. So yeah, that's Ebby now. 3-second time penalty for Jenkins. So that's second, lots of penalties so far. How is he still not able to get this overtake done? Nerf pack's on 13%. I don't know, maybe How's just content to be here. He does have a considerable amount of ERS in comparison to Nerf pack. Bry in the sand there. We do have a yellow flag. I think that was just for him anyway. Ooh, looks like he was just having some difficulty. Man's Not Bob and Curly having a position change. Looks like Curly did an overtaking a position that wasn't normal. J Hart in the pits. So J Hart coming off his tyres and going on to another set of mediums. So J Hart going for a 2-stopper today. So maybe thinking there may be another safety car that comes out later, depending on towards the end of the race. Maybe he's hoping get a cheap pit stop. We can only see. Logan has been released onto the back of Razor then, so Logan has a Ferrari, so he should be able to get this done. 24% ERS to Razor's 50 odd. Razor's under fuel today, as you can see his fuel light is on, so he needs to keep an eye on that. Man's Not Bob on the back of Curly, not sending it down the inside, but he definitely will try and pull an overtake here. Very fast section here, even in slipstream you can just gain, as you can see. Even with a kick, that Ferrari has absolutely nothing on the speed of this kick. In real life, that would not be happening. That Ferrari would absolutely destroy that kick. However, you know, this is just a game. Right, so towards the back we do have Iceman on the back of Rusty, but he's still within a second. He got the DRS. Wonder if we're going to see a overtake come in on the pitch straight. Iceman's in a Mercedes, so he should be able to claw up to the back of this Aston Martin, but I think Iceman is just having some difficulty on the realistic here. Lap 12 then. Oh, we have Jenkins up ahead. Is Jenkins going to... Yeah, Jenkins on Nerf pack. Nerf pack just in a bit tight into the corner there. Getting overtaken. Jenkins, the championship... Well, one of the championship contenders, is trying to make his way up to the start. Up into P1, where he needs to be in order to pull away from his closest rival, which is Mr. XL, who is all the way at the back in the Williams. He will be absolutely gutted. Looks like the weather is changing, you know, it's getting a little bit grey up there. Yeah, if you look up here, you can see much better from this angle. I wonder if we're going to have some inclement weather. However, drivers have pit, so I'm thinking it might just be A bit of grey weather, nothing more. We have up front then, so Razor on Logan. So I think pretty much this race is just these two, to be honest with you. Oh. Bright in the pits then, getting off his tyres, going on to some new ones. Not a lot of overtakes going on. I do apologise to anyone watching. I think Bry was gone on to the medium tyre. Yes, he has. I think he started on hard, so I don't think that will take him to the end. That's just grass. I thought for a second we might have rain, but we don't. So we have 10 then onto the back of Bry, who's just come out of the pits. 10 does have warmer tyres, but I'm not sure how old his tyres are. Let's have a look. 10 has 4-lap old tyres, so you know he's could do it, but eventually them tyres will come into play for Bry. Biggest losers, as you can see then, so Bry has just done a pit stop, so technically it's not him. I would say potentially biggest loser is Iceman with 7 positions dropped. Biggest winner then we have Jenkins all the way up in 10 position as Razor comes into the pits. Let's get rid of that and go, let's go to Razor in the pits. It's gone on onto hard, so 2 stop for Razor as well. So Razor planning on a 2 stop. We are lap 14, so maybe he thinks even them hards couldn't go the full distance. So I don't know. It could be a mistake. He might genuinely be thinking of a 2 stop over a late safety car. But Jenkins is trying to get up onto the back of Logan. Jenkins doing a stellar job, as is Ralphie. Both of the Hash drivers. Obviously, they're not their teammates. We don't know. I don't think they're teammates. But there is no team orders, obviously, because they aren't teammates in real life, I don't think. Oh, excuse me. But Jenkins is obviously going to try his best to get onto the back of Logan. Both on same tyre, both on the same life. Iceman has overtaken Bry, but Bry with a much better exit, as you could see, coming out of that section there, slingshots his way around with DRS. Looks like he's got that move done, and will also have DRS onto Bry, not Bry, onto Rusty. Nerf pack or by Dave as he is, so he's mediums to softs. Interesting. So we do have Nerf pack who's thinking maybe again. Yeah, I think a lot of drivers are thinking there's a 2-stopper going on here. You know, Nerf pack thinking maybe there is opportunity. Maybe there's going to be some drizzle. You never know. And he's thinking, I need to be on softs, the grippier tyre. Man's Not Bob up front on the back of Ralphie. Again on the hard side. The hard side looking quite good for some of the slower cars at the moment, but Jenkins isn't able to get onto the back of Logan. He's still at 4 seconds. Look at Man's Not Bob then though. Kick against the Haas. Not going to happen in real life. That Haas is quite racy this season. But yeah, that is done. Man's Not Bob up into the podium positions. Not pitted yet, so he will need to pit at some point, but and also does have a 3-second time penalty. Okay, so we have Iceman and Rusty looking for a P9. Rusty has obviously been overtaken by Bry, but Rusty round the inside, under braking. Oh, I think just Bry turned in on him there. I wonder. Oh, big collision at the back. Bry is out. Bry is out. We have a safety car. Oh, I think that was just a that was a collision with Rusty. I think he just sent him into the path of another driver. Might have been Nerf pack, but Nerf pack stays out. So some drivers who have pit recently, those who stayed out. So where is the safety car? The safety car didn't catch the front runners, so we do have quite a few who will need to pit. So I think Nerf Pack has just pit, so he might want to pit again, because that will mean he'll be on them. He could go on to mediums, perhaps. That could be his plan. He might, go on another set of mediums. Curly 3-second time penalty. Yeah, so interesting. Let's see what the front runners are going to do then. So Logan will definitely want to pit. He's got the most to benefit from this. Good strap by him. So he could go on to another set of mediums. He could go on to hards again and maybe hope for another pit stop at the end of the race. But more than likely will go on to mediums and try and take them to the end. It's a bit of an ask, but he could potentially try. Jenkins stays out, as does Man's Not Bob. Okay, interesting. So 3 drivers. We have Jenkins, Man's Not Bob and Ralphie, all on hard tyres, 16 lap old hard tyres. All have chose to stay out. Curly's gone on to intermediate tyres. Does Curly know something we don't? Well, while this is underway, we could have a look and see what the other league are doing. So let's just quality 720. Well, we'll give well, we've got some adverts, so we can't just go straight into viewing them at the moment. There we go. So they have a virtual safety car as well. So what we'll do is we will go into theirs. So let's just capture. Let's open that up there. So as you can see, then, so Rose, Tape, and Marshall P1, 2, and 3 with virtual safety car. So yeah, Marshall looked out there with the Mercedes, with the McLaren. Wonder if he's squared himself away there. Let's see if there's any surprises. So big surprise there. We've got Wee Wabby down in 14th. 10 lap hold, hard tyres. Looks like a lot of cars around him have been pitting quite recently, apart from him, by the looks of it. So yeah, looking quite good. They're on lap 19, so wish all them drivers the best of luck. Let's go back to our race then. Let's get rid of that. So we are still under safety car. Bry, unfortunately, it's a first DNF, a first proper DNF anyway, in a long time. But Curly is still on the intermediate tyres. I'm not seeing any rain, I don't think. Does Curly know that we don't? I'm looking on his halo to see if there's any rain streaks, but a bold move by Curly if it is indeed going to rain. It could pay off for him if it is going to start, you never know. I just don't know. Logan's... Why is... Oh no, it's just saying A. Safety car in this lap then, so let's go up. Ooh. Looks like some drivers got caught out there. Jenkins then is going to be the man to take these away. There we go. Ooh. That looked like... There's people ahead. No, it's alright. So there we go. Jenkins all on him then. When will he go? He won't go just yet. He'll wait for the safety car to get into the pit lane. He'll be looking at his map to make sure that it has gone in, and then he will plan when to go Will he go on the corner of this? Probably a good corner to go on because it's difficult for people to negotiate, especially at slow speed, and get underway. And it does, as you can see. Yeah, I was right. He will try and go on that corner. However, he didn't catch many people napping, but I think he will be okay going down at this point. Green flag, we are good to go. Takes the first corner and is away. So I'm wondering if these three drivers know about the rain and have just chose to try and stick it out because everyone else will want to come in for intermediate tyres. But we don't have any sign of rain yet, I don't think. Oh yeah, Kick's probably the best car to see it on. No, nothing. Right, so man's not Bob, 3-second time penalty then. Let's go further down. Let's see, is Curly getting absolutely pumped by everyone? I think he is. Look, oh, God's sake. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, the game has crashed. So please bear with me while I try and get back in. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting back in now. It is a known issue with this game, unfortunately, that it does like to delete files. But we are back. Thank you to Ebby for getting us back in. Unfortunately, he has DNF, so I think this rain did unfortunately get him caught unawares. We will find out, I'm sure. Well, yeah, we are on with a safety car in this lap, so there we go. So as it stands, Logan is still in the lead, and I have, oh, there we go. So no longer is he nerfed back. We have by Dave in the RB, so could still bring in some good points for Team Mercedes. Ebby, unfortunately, DNF in his first of the season, I believe. So he's going to be bitterly disappointed in that, excuse me, bit of hiccups. Curly all the way up into P3, so I assume he pulled off the he pulled off a blinder with them intermediate tyres. So yeah, very good for him. So as we get underway then, Logan has set the grid off, followed by Dave. Dave is not catching, so yeah, but he is pulling away from Curly. Curly not able to maintain that speed. Oh, is that Curly about to lose his back end? Using his years of experience to correct it. It was, so very good for him. Wonder if there's any collisions going on back there. Let's have a look at Rusty. See how he's doing. Oh, Razor's in the pit. So Razor is greyed out. So I wonder, is Razor missing from the field? Let's just see if I have Razor. I don't. So unfortunately, if he isn't in the race, I can't do anything for him. J Hart then on the back of 10, looking to do an overtake. Oh, that was a brave safe. No, I can't have a safety car again. I think we're just glitching. So let's go tell that. No, I think that's just a glitch, ladies and gentlemen. Please just ignore that. See if I can get rid of it by doing that. No, unlucky. Okay, well, here we go then. A little bit of argy-bargy going on up front. I don't think there's much overtaking going to be happening though. Coming down the pit straight. Man's not Bob. Oh, does look like Ralphie was thinking about a go on Curly, but fought against it. But we do have Man's Not Bob being overtaken by Dave. So that, by Dave just getting a little tap there by Curly. I think Curly was going for a Lewis Hamilton special there. Like, little tap of the rear tyre, send him round into the wall, dead. Ralphie, 3-second time penalty. So, yeah, there's a lot of penalties coming up now. Looks like Marshall's had a good race, judging by some comments he's making in the Discord. So, yeah, looking all right for him. Ralphie making a move round the outside of Curly then. Is it done by this section? Yes, it is. Curly is unfortunately falling back. He's probably going to get overtaken by Iceman down the inside. He does. Iceman's dipping a tyre into the grass there, but keeping it under control. Job done, and 10 sneaks down the inside of Curly. Oh, that is a brilliant move there by 10. 10 in his rookie couple of races. First season in, he is doing all right. It's been a very impressive driver so far. But yeah, he is doing all right. Very good by him so far. Ralphie then. Ralphie trying to get a move on by Dave as they go into this section here. Looking good so far. No move yet, but we do have one further back. Looks like the Alpine trying to move, but not getting it done. Oh, did get it done. My apologies. Welsh Benjamin, Curly falling back down the grid. Mr. XL's looking to make a move down the inside as well, and is as Curly goes right into Jenkins, pushing him off the track, which collides with the Aston Martin. Oh dear. Curly's caused quite a bit of an incident there, which I think that will be a steward's one for sure. Jenkins, championship leader, championship contender, will not be happy with that. Oh, that is unfortunate for him there. Look at his wing, absolutely done. Yeah. So Jenkins, unfortunately, lost out quite big there. Attempting to move round the outside of Razor, but unfortunately, without that downforce, he's struggling now. He's probably going to have to come into the pits and change that wing. It's only for 2 laps to go, though. Unfortunately, he's just going to risk it, stay out. Let's go further up the grid. We have Iceman. The Iceman doing all right. Oh, he will benefit massively from having a new rig. So he is, yeah, he's gained some good positions. Good recovery by him. He did start up this neck of the woods at the beginning of the race. Ended up dropping back. And with the rain coming out, it looks like he's doing all right. But he does have 10 on his back at the moment. 10 looking to probably make a move on him quite soon. Logan has been overtaken by Man's Not Bob. So Man's Not Bob has done quite well so far. He's now in P1 in that Kick Sauber. Kick Sauber doing really well. Yeah, very good. That's pretty much done, I think. J Hartnell then, look at this. How's it doing? Is there going to be any overtakes into this corner? No, there isn't. But if you look around, trying one down the inside. Great exit by J Hartnell, switching to the outside. Bit of a drag race down. However, 10 is maintaining this position. Oh, it was a bit tight, but there's a bit of a freeway battle there. Welsh Benjamin getting in and amongst it as well, thinking, oh, just one of you just hit each other so that I can take this position. I know that is exactly what he's thinking. Up ahead, we have Iceman and Ralphie just having a little bit of a ghosty moment. Fortunate for him there. I don't think Razor's back in yet, so that's a bit gutting for them. So, yeah, no overtakes at present. Up ahead, Logan on Man's Not Bob. Logan's still there. He's still saying hello. I'm still here. There's 2 gaps forming if you look all the way back to Mr. XL there. That is the second group of drivers. Let's go further down. Back to 10. There's this little gaggle here, all fighting for a P4 position here. As we go in, looking quite good so far. I wish you could just access all the views. It would make it amazing. And I don't have the sound on. Again, God, I'm really sorry. Oh, there we go. We have sound. I'm sorry. It's going to be rubbish watching this back. Oh, there we go. So, whoa, free. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Mercedes. Oh, look at that. Beautiful move by the Mercedes there. Who was it? He was Iceman. Beautiful move by Iceman. J Hart and Ralphie, all very respectful there. Oh, Iceman using his years of experience in the rain to pull off that move. Looking good by these guys. 10. Oh, and we're already there. We are already there. By Dave wins the race with Logan in P2. Iceman takes the podium position for P3. J Hart P4, 10 P5. Man's Not Bob P6. Ralphie and everyone else, I suppose. Oh, I completely missed that we were on the last lap. But it was a good race. I apologise for not being able to get all of the race. We did have an issue, unfortunately, but we got there in the end. So let's just get rid of that. So, by Dave in P1, the Mercedes driver, obviously in the Views Cash App today, but still a Mercedes driver. Logan in P2 with Iceman in P3. That is your podium positions. So I'm going to take some screenshots. There we go. That's screenshot number 1. And let's do screenshot number 2. There we go. So that is it. So by Dave in P1, Logan P2, Iceman P3, J Hart P4, 10 P5, Man's Not Bob P6, Ralphie in P7, Welsh Benjamin in P8, Mr. XL, your championship leader, down in P9, Rusty P10, Housie P11, Curly P12. He'll be in a little bit of trouble after this, I think. Jenkins in P13. Bit of a recovery, but I'm sure he'll be unhappy with what happened. Razor in P14. Ebby in DNF'd in P15. And Brian P16 also DNF. So, good luck to the stewards after this race. If there is any reports, you know how to do it. Good race by pretty much from what I saw. It was a pretty decent race, especially at the ending. Even in some of that wet race, it was very good. Super impressed with the guys. So there we go. We have back to the news channel. Like I said, obviously new game coming up. We do have a raffle in the Discord, so if you do want to earn a free, well, not a fairly free, if you buy a raffle ticket, the game will be bought for you. So yeah, there you go. Well, thank you for anyone who joined us in the stream. I apologise again that it wasn't all the way done, but we did get there in the end. Thank you to Ebby for inviting me back in. I wish you all a good weekend and goodbye.